Hey guys, I'm Brittany Williams. I'm the girls director for MSM at the Fort Worth campus, and I have with me my friend Lauren. She's an eighth grader, soon to be an HSM freshman. So Lauren, why don't you go ahead and tell us two fun facts about yourself that not a lot of people know?
That's hard because I am an open book kind of person. I had to really think about this. But one thing a lot of people don't know about me is I absolutely love handwritten letters. Like, love them. They make my day. And I'm in band at MSM, so I play acoustic guitar. That a lot of people see me do that. But I also play electric guitar, which is just something else I do.
So this week we are focusing on faith in our Devos. We talked about what it is, how it should impact our lives, and today we're talking about when faith just gets hard. We're human and we love Jesus and we are following him as much and as fast as we can. But sometimes that's just difficult and life circumstances get bigger than we thought they could, and it's just overwhelming.
So we're going to flip to a passage where Elisha and his servant are put into an unknown and kind of scary situation. After we read this, we're going to expand upon the verses we just read and give you all some ideas on how to study this on your own.
Yeah, so we're looking at 2 Kings chapter 6, verses 11 through 17. And so it starts, "And the mind of the king of Syria was greatly troubled because of this thing, and he called his servants and said to them, 'Will you not show me who of us is for the king of Israel?' And one of his servants said, 'None, my lord, O king, but Elisha, the prophet who is in Israel, tells the king of Israel the words that you speak in your bedroom.' And he said, 'Go and see where he is, that I may send and seize him.' It was told him, 'Behold, he is in Dothan.' So he sent there horses and chariots and a great army, and they came by night and surrounded the city."
When the servant of the man of God rose early in the morning and went out, behold, an army with horses and chariots was all around the city. And the servant said, 'Alas, my master, what shall we do?' He said, 'Do not be afraid, for those who are with us are more than those who are with them.' When Elisha prayed and said, 'O Lord, please open his eyes that he may see.' So the Lord opened his eyes, and the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and fire all around Elisha. So what's happening here is the king of Syria is being betrayed by, he's asking his servant who's betraying him. And they all claim that it's not them, but they say that it's the prophet Elisha who's being told in his bedroom by the Lord what the plans are to go attack against Israel. And so one morning, Elisha and his servant wake up to find all these men, the army, horses just surrounding their city. Elisha is calm and cool, but yet the servant is just horrified. And so Elisha says that our army is much greater than theirs, and he prays to God that the servant's eyes are open and the servant gets to see that the Lord's army is behind them, and there's no greater power than that. I can relate to this passage about having faith in hard times with actually a situation that's going on in my family right now. Just around spring break, when all this corona stuff started happening, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. And long story short, she got a surgery scheduled in the midst of all of this, but then it got canceled. And not gonna lie, it was kind of frustrating because we just wanted to move on with our lives. We just wanted to continue, but that wasn't in the plans for that time. So we just kept praying we hadn't heard anything for weeks at a time. And that patience is hard. I'm not gonna lie, patience is really hard. But just last Thursday, we heard that mom was going to get another surgery scheduled. And so now it's scheduled for May 19th. It's a real relief, and it's kind of like a burden was lifted off of me and my family's shoulders. Throughout all of this, my family and I have just continued to pray. Though things might not go the way that I want them to, just having faith in the Lord that can get us through absolutely anything.
Lauren, that's such a good example of what faith is, because I'm sure there's been moments where you felt like both Elijah and his servant, where you're like, okay, like I see God, I know what he's doing, I'm confident. And I'm sure there's been other days too where you're like, what is going on? The world is ending. I can think of several times in my life where situations have just seemed like my world is being turned upside down. Everything was about to change, whether that was things with my friends in school or like financial circumstances in my family, or even my family itself just struggles there, and relationships being hurt there that just seemed like nothing good could come out of it. I have experienced feeling overwhelmed in my faith for sure. And so I think it's really cool when God shows himself that he's bigger than the situations. He's bigger than the situations I've experienced. What we do in these moments matters. And God is the same in this story as he is today. And so we can trust that he's there. He's got your back. God loves to show up for his children. He loves to show off. And so ask him to, expect him to, watch him work.
We encourage y'all to study this passage too, answering some questions like, how can you relate this to yourself? What did you learn about God? How can you use this to impact your life? And we also encourage you guys to pray about having faith in hard times, because that is so important.
So these questions that Lauren just asked you, we're going to post them on a screen at the end of this Devo. And so we encourage you to pause that, go back and read this passage for yourself, and take some time to go through those questions, think about them. Our encouragement for you guys is have faith. Remind yourself who God is, what he's done, in especially when it's difficult, because he is already there and he already sees you and he loves you. So we hope you have a good day, and we'll talk to you later.